Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I like to hopefully give you a helpful guide for the floor B22 in the Brawl Tower event. Starting with floor B21 in the Brawl Tower, those battles are becoming very tough, and that's why they have this question mark instead of recommended power, similar to how we have that in Crash events. But Behemoth Steward is a returning Crash boss we just recently had, so we need earth elements as well as some attack debuffs for him and defensive buffs for ourselves. And Behemoth also has a final attack which can very well kill you if you are not prepared for it, so Vincent with his reprieve outfit is perfect here for surviving it, and of course he is also the best earth DPS. But to avoid Behemoth's final attack, you can only kill him either when he is stunned or during sigils. But having Behemoth's attack debuffed is crucial here, as well as some physical and magic defense buffs for our team, as well as some higher defensive stats to survive those hits. So Aerith with Behemoth Rod and Camera is perfect here, as well as Matt with Syringe, Centipede or Co-Defender. But I'm using Vincent, Sephiroth and Aerith, with Aerith as healer. Sephiroth is the only DPS and Vincent is just for support, but ideally you just want to have earth DPS, at least two of them, so Lucia, Vincent or Sephiroth together with a healer. Aerith has Bahamut set with Breath of the Earth, Mithril Rods, but ideally you'd like to have Camera here, then Bios just a stat stick, Quaker just for some extra damage and Triangle Sigil. Then in sub-equipment slots I have Centipede because it's my best healing weapon, Guild Weapon for some extra magic defense for allies and Syringe for HP. Vincent has Gear Voucher outfit, Chaos Rampage and Chiron in main weapon slot for earth debuffs and stats, S9076C for attack debuffs, then Quakera for damage, Triangle Sigil, and this is just a stat stick. Then in sub-equipment slots, Earth Weapon with HP, Guild Weapon for magic defense for all allies, and Protector's Blade for magic attack for all allies. Lastly, Seth has Earth Arcanum outfit with Mega Flare, Blue Bramble for DPS and Genji ultimate weapon, as well as Triangle Sigil, and this Blizzard is just a stat stick. Then in sub-equipment slots he has best available weapons with HP, Earth Potency and Magic, as well as buff debuff extension for his Genji buffs to last a little bit longer. So I think we are all familiar with Behemoth Steward, as he is a recent boss that was featured in the last Crash event just after Vincent came out. But here you want to buff your magic defense as much as you can, but also debuff Behemoth's attack, specifically magic attack. But Vincent's Kuja is only OP1 or something, so it cannot go above mid potency, same as Mithril Rod, so ideally you want to have Camera for that. But this is the first meteor, so after this we want to heal back, but also have enough AAB to buff our magic defense again. But also, if you are using Sephiroth and have Genji, don't use it immediately, because yes, it increases Sephiroth's damage substantially, but now you cannot really do much damage unless you have OB10 Vincent with his earth weapon. So I am saving his Genji buffs for a little bit later. But also after this, the second meteor, don't use your AEB because we will have a sigil phase and it is a pretty short one, unless you have multiple sigil boost slots. So here I just heal once with Aerith to get also a little bit more HP and more AEB. But you cannot afford to heal the second time unless you have at least 2 sigil boost slots on 2 other characters. So it is pretty close, but I know I can still get it. And now you have a short time to recover. And don't worry about that magic attack buff here. you can debuff it, but for now, this second phase Behemoth will do only physical attacks, so it's up to you. But also here prepare, because his attacks, they hurt quite a lot. And you can do Genji buff here, but I will wait a little bit till I get this gauge down a little bit to almost being done. And now Genji. Because now we have this short period of time where he is stunned and we do a lot more DPS than we normally do. So you want to, if you have Chaos Rampage with Vincent, use that. I wish I got that a little bit sooner, but you would have that if you have his limit break weapon, because it also fills his limit gauge much faster. So you can benefit from this phase a lot more. Also, I will not use Mega Flare now. I'll wait for the second phase where he is stunned. But also you don't want, unless you have Vincent with Reprieve and you didn't die earlier, so you didn't waste it, you want to avoid killing him outside of those phases where he is stunned. So that's why I will not use Mega Flare anytime sooner, just to finish him off to guarantee that kill. But here also beware of this triple strike slam, because those two attacks, they debuff your physical defense. So you want to keep buffing it. If you have Behemoth Rod, that's perfect, because that heals you and increases your physical defense. And here is the second outrage, that gauge that you want to just finish it off. And now Genji buff. But also I have to admit, Behemoth Rod is amazing for that extra AEB. Mats is great as a healer, but this extra AEB, it can be really game changing, because you get it a few times and that is some extra DPS that you might really need. And that should be fine. Pretty close, but I did the math right. But yeah, if you don't have Reprieve with Vincent, his outfit, his limit break outfit, then try to wait and kill him either in the sigils or during the next phase where he is stunned, because that will just keep repeating. So that is the closest thing to a safe kill, because then you still need to have your magic defense buffed, otherwise this, and also be close to full HP, otherwise this final attack can really kill you. But yeah, that is the whole battle. It is quite tough, and I knew this will happen. So I knew that this Burial Tower will be tough, and those final floors will be very tough, so I was afraid of this the whole time. But here we are, so I hope you found this guide helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.